on behalf of the ABC, we want to honor you and welcome you to the Circle of Honor.
I'm honored to be here this evening, and boxing is what I really wanted to be the very best I could be, and I started boxing at the age of 8 years old, and started with my mom. I win that first trophy, and I bring the trophy home, and my mama took and put it on the high part of the shelf. And everybody who came in, they would ask my mama who was the fighter. And she would smile, and she said, that little one right there. They said, he's small. My mama said, but he can fight. and that excited me, because I finally found something I could do that my brothers and sisters didn't do. Now, they can read, they can do all these things, but they couldn't fight. and so my mama would always tell, I win another trophy. And my mama would tell people, she says, my son, he liked boxing. And did I really like boxing? No, it bothered the daylight side of me, because I have to pray. And like this, anytime you have to keep playing, hoping that you will win. And I can see that the harder it got, the more I had to pray. And the point of praying, I made the Pan American team, and making the Pan American team, I had to fight a guy. His name was Ricky Womack, and he's from Detroit, and he was a tough guy, and he beat everybody. And but I didn't know the people. I didn't know. This is my first time ever been there, and so I felt that they ain't have nothing to lose. And the guy said he was gonna beat me. And I realized that even though you probably think you're gonna beat me, but you're probably not. And it's not like I'm gonna help you, And so, I wasn't afraid of anybody, and I prayed about it, and I go into the fight, and I beat him. And all of a sudden, everybody started talking about Evander and all that. And then we fight it. We have to fight again. You just can't beat the guy one time. You got to beat him twice. I beat him one time. I thought it was gonna be easy the next time. I lose. All of a sudden, and I'm thinking, wow, shoot. Now, what the people gonna say at work that think that I'm this great fighter and I lost? And so with me, it was kind of hard to tell people that I really win because I prayed. But I want to win so bad, so I prayed again, and I beat him. I made the Pan American team, and all of a sudden, in being the Pan American, I go there and I win the silver medal. And so, I realized the silver medal just wasn't good enough for me. And I came back and I was mad. My mama said, "Why are you mad?" I said, "Mom, because I wanted to go." She said, "Well, son, life is about being thankful." So, who I am today is that I had a mother who made a lot of mistakes and told me she made a lot of mistakes. She said, "Son, she said, I want you to be better than me." But this is the same thing that I actually do today. I tell my kids, I want you to be better than me. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me, not make the mistakes that I made. My mother didn't want me to make the mistakes that she made, and I didn't make the mistakes because the fact is that if you made your mama mad at the time that I came up, man, your mother could do anything she wanted to. And I'm one of the people that get, I got 2 or 3 whoopings a day. And so, you know, I'm very obedient because my mama started at a young age. You know, listen, follow direction, don't quit. And I think these are the things that I got that made me the person who I am today. And so, you know, these are the things that, you know, I sit and I speak to people, because when they talk about boxing, they think that you got a rough guy that got in fights. I didn't get in a fight. I get in fights. People couldn't beat me. They couldn't beat me in arm wrestling, so they didn't want to fight. Because they were scared of a person who was strong. And that's what allowed me to not get caught up in trouble. I wasn't to a point where that I was going to do nothing. And my mama told me what to do. She told me, listen, follow direction, don't quit. She said, no. She said, one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to be afraid of anybody. We're not going to be afraid of nobody. So, you know, so if you're not going to talk me into doing nothing, because I can hit you back now. I just can't hit my mama back. Of all the people, I can't hit my mama back. But, you know, but anybody else, because my mama would tell me, she said, oh, at least you can hit him back. You can't hit me back. And so these are the things that allow me to be successful in boxing, because my mama said, son, life is about everybody have a chance to choose something they want. And says, you know, are you willing to pay the price? That's a price that you got to pay to be the very best. I said, you know, and that may be that you may not want to run tomorrow, but if you don't, somebody else run it. And that's the person who's going to probably get you. And so, you know, I didn't cheat myself at all. I did not cheat. I made the Olympic team, and I got a bronze medal. But my mama, now, that was going to be my first time getting really upset, because I was really upset. I actually, you know, I know I didn't hit the guy late, but they disqualified me. And I was sitting there, and I was getting ready to cry. And getting ready, I kind of felt that I had a reason to get mad and go off. My mama got up, and she started coming towards me. Well, I stopped crying, and I dried them tears up real quick, because I know what's getting ready to happen to me. Now, I know my mom. And so, you know, and because I did the right thing, didn't complain no more, and all this, you know, my career started off real well. And I became the undisputed cruiserweight champion and the heavyweight champion of the world. And I was the first person to be, you know, undisputed in 2 weight division. All because the obedience that my mother taught me. My mama wanted me to be better than her. She didn't want me to be like her. And so these are the things that when I talk about boxing, it's all about telling people how I became this. I became this not because I got in street fights. I didn't get no street. I ain't got not one street fight. I'm like, you know, but my whole thing is, can I fight? Yeah, but I wasn't gonna take a chance of losing against somebody in the street. I worked too hard to be a good boxer to get in a street fight for somebody to say, I beat Evander Holyfield up. He's supposed to be a champ? No. I don't fight for free. No. I don't fight for free. I don't fight for free. I'm not going to get embarrassed. I'm not going to get embarrassed about all these things. In boxing, there's rules and regulation. And fighting, there ain't no rules and regulation. Now, to think about it, you go in there to swing at a guy, and in boxing, don't nobody backslap you. But in fighting, they do. Don't nobody just pick you up and throw you down. In fighting, they do. It's different rules. So when anything that is established, there's rules and regulations. So you have to play to the rules and regulations. When you've been boxing so long, I can box as long as you stay right here in front of me like this. But if you backhand me, I'm probably gonna get hit because I ain't looking for the backhand. So the heart of the game is, so this is what boxing is all about. Boxing is skillful things that you can be successful. But you get out there with them guys that you ain't accustomed to street fighting. You get backhand, you run into something, get hit in the head with something. All I want to do is be the very best. And I'm honored, and I'm very thankful of my mom because she wanted me to be the very best that I could be. And I'm honored to say thank you all for giving me an opportunity.
We're very proud of it. We're very proud of it.